Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Curland. It's our captive industry playthrough and the early access version of the game here. Our ship is going to be going out and delivering some goods. Not concrete slabs, is it? No. It's going to be going out and delivering some goods today to the oil rig. Let's start the repairs, and we'll have them go ahead and start loading the 240 gold construction parts into the docks. While that's happening, though, I would like to take out some pirates. I really would. The problem is that we have 0 workers. We have just enough workers to operate the island right now, and that is without a crew loaded. So I'm gonna need some people before I can do much of anything. I think I'm gonna spend a little bit of this unity to get a population boost. I'm gonna actually hit 2 of those. We're gonna see if we can't get a few pops just going. They'll spread. All right, this is like jackrabbits right here. Okay, it's gonna happen. I'm also gonna upgrade, I think, the town just a little bit more. I mean, I do want to get a lot more people. I need a lot more people, so I think I'm gonna get capacity for more people by upgrading the town here. I kind of wish I could spend Unity to have things instantly delivered here. I mean, we could instantly deliver to construction sites. Why not instantly deliver to the cargo ship dock? On that note, why not just have it just... What's the point of trucks anyway, honestly? Just kidding. There we go. Housing. Done. Okay, so we got a couple of things I want to address first. I was going to bring recyclables in with, like, these here. I was going to bring this in with a belt. I was going to belt deliver this all up in here and call it good. I'm worried that it's going to restrict trucks, though. I'm a little bit concerned about the restrictions on trucks. I would also maybe like to move this just a little bit closer because I don't want to block transportation through here. So I think if I'm gonna block driving through here, then, you know, at least don't block it through here. So I got this bridge here. It's gonna help out with that, with belts being able to go through here and stuff. So I think just with research, we're gonna start getting some recyclables. And so to do that a little bit easier, I guess a little bit better now, is we're going to bring this belt really close to these buildings like this, okay? Kind of like that. And then we're going to need to do a couple of things here because the belts aren't going to be able to get into this like they need to. So I'm going to hug the wall here, and then I'm going to go out and hug the wall this way. All right, and that's going to allow us to have a level 1 belt that goes over here, and I need to test this first to make sure it's the right spacing. So can you just go straight into here? That doesn't bother me, actually, because I need tight spacing here to make this work. And again, I don't want to block driving through here, so I think that spacing is going to be just fine. And honestly, I think one space out, it probably wouldn't even help me. So we're going to have you go here. And then the lower one will be on the edge so that the upside one... Well, actually, maybe we do it... Yeah, you know, it actually might be cleaner if we did it the other way. If we brought you instead to the outside, then that would mean that a level 1 belt, if placed here, would have to go... Oh, see, it can't extend. Maybe it comes down from this side? No. Uh-huh. It could also drop... Oh, here's what we could do. We could drop it down like this. Yeah. I like that. On the inside. That looks better. Okay, so we'll do that. And so we'll have the inside... This part here, we're going to connect it instead with... from here. And so this connector needs to go bye-bye. Goodbye, connector. Go away. Yep. They're already building these. These guys are quick. These guys are really, really quick today. I appreciate it. I do. I want you to know, trucks. I want you to know that I appreciate your quickness. All right, so we're going to then take this U-shaped conveyor and put that there. And that'll start the recyclables flowing out of here so that they can be delivered right over into this area, right? They're going to go into this machine, and then they'll also go into this one. Okay. Now, there's 4 things that the recyclables will do here, right? There's iron scrap, which is the abundance we have right now. copper scrap, which is somewhat there. Then we have gold scrap and broken glass. Those two things would be cool to have, but I don't think we're going to get much of them right now. So let's focus on iron scrap and copper scrap. And for the iron scrap, since it's the majority, what I think I want to do is I want to get a loose storage, and I need to position this to where I can deliver to both of these sides pretty easily, but it's all going to be truck driven here. So I'm thinking about maybe just placing this. It could potentially just go right here. Make sure I'm not blocking any mines. Yeah, so I'm thinking if I put this loose storage right about here, it won't block any mines, and it allows me to deliver that pretty well. Now, when I start making the wall though through here, this will block driving, and that's actually something I should keep in mind too, is I don't want to block driving. So perhaps it is better to go over into this side a little bit, or maybe we can just tuck it right into here. But if I did that, then the belt's gonna have to come around, which I think it can actually. Yeah, let's try it here. So I think we'll go planning on this right now. I don't exactly know how this will work out. I've got a rough idea of what I want. So each of these are individual items. So we've got this iron scrap comes out of this one, copper out of this one, then gold, broken glass, and other miscellaneous. I have no idea what comes out of the last one. But what we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to get you to come around. And again, I'm going to start blocking driving through here, but that's what the bridge is for. And I want to come through here, and then I want to lift it up, I think. But starting to, now that I'm putting this over here though, it might make more sense to go this direction, right? Just come straight out, perhaps, and then lift it up one. Yeah, and then maybe just kind of come around here with it. It does work. It's not as graceful as it was going to be through the bridges, but yeah, I'm just noticing a lot like a lack of space, right? So, and if I come through here, there's really nowhere I could go aside from maybe up from there, which could work, I suppose. If I routed it this direction and then up, what does that look like? Do we like this better? Let's say I go like this instead. I know it's a little squiggly, but the idea is I want it to be flexible for the future as well, right? So if I went up like, just connect it to here, is that not possible? It doesn't seem like that's gonna do it. Yeah, it doesn't want to do that. Oh, it's because they're connected to the same transport. So it may actually work, is what you're saying. There's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Now will you do it? Actually, I would have done it anyway, right? Yeah, so I could just do this, and then it just gets popped into here from there. So which one looks cleaner? Just going around straight here. This blocks traffic though, so I would have to put another bridge here, and then that would potentially get in the way of these. So I think I actually like this other routed better. This other route is better, I think. So we'll do this route instead. And we're gonna get it to where it's, yep, going above this, about here. And then we want it to, I guess, drop down pretty rapidly to get into here, right? So, yep, there, like that. And then this will just deliver iron scrap in a place where trucks can grab it, right? So that's what I'm looking to do. So let's have that happen. We'll go ahead and let them build this, and I think I can even afford Unity on these. And so we'll have them build this, and now the iron scrap that this unit kicks out, the trucks will have a source of it over here. Now, they could just grab it direct from there, and they do. They do sometimes just directly grab it from this machine too. That's doable. Oh, I didn't notice there was an animation on this thing. Oh yeah, look at this. Sends it on its way. That's interesting. It's like the claw game, you know, at Chuck E. Cheese or your favorite arcade. All right, the claw game. This thing has a way higher hit rate though. Anyway, so that brings it all the way around to here. Now you might ask, what's the purpose of this, right? Like, why not just let the trucks come and grab it from here? And you know, that is valid. Like, why not? And I think the only real answer I have for that is so that it can process more scrap. So I'm just increasing the storage capacity for scrap. That's really the only reason I have for it. The other one maybe is that when we start getting more belts for like copper scrap and stuff, and it starts kicking out somewhere, you know, we can get it a little bit closer to where it's going to be used. That's the only real explanation I have for that. So scrap's going to come in here. We're going to tell it to do truck exports, and we're going to tell them to keep this empty. And so the trucks should be bringing this over to various different places and dumping it into here. Now, some of these machines, they're not going to be able to reach it, right? So like, I don't believe they're going to be able to deliver it to these three in the middle, but I think they will be able to get the edge ones over here. All of these it can get. And then when we start talking about copper scrap, this area is designed so that they can deliver it. Well, it's designed to be delivered to these two. I'm not sure about this one. I think maybe because they can drive through here. So this one might be the only one where we can't have scrap. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. It does have 24 scrap in here though, so I might be wrong about that. Because there's really no reason for this to have 24 scrap unless it's been delivered by a truck. So we'll keep an eye on that, see what's possible. But at least now these research labs are kicking out the recyclables. Now there's another place we can do recyclables, and that is here in town, right? So we have this housing and services menu, and there's recyclables collection. And if I place this down, let's say here, all right, let's go ahead and just quick build that. What's going to happen now is that the stuff that would normally go to waste over here, right? A portion of the stuff that would normally be waste is now instead going to be delivered to this recyclables collection. And then that can be repurposed and used for other things, right? And so we could, you know, have a higher priority on emptying this out so we can always have more recyclables instead of garbage. So that's something we could do. And there's also biomass collection as well. This is for like the wood trimmings and stuff, right? Or wood trimmings, food trimmings and stuff, right? So excess food, you know, stuff that would normally go to garbage. Now we could get biomass for that. And we can use the biomass towards, you know, fertilizer, put it in compost, etc. So there's ideas, all right, afoot on this. Do we have it? Oh, we have it. We have it. We have workers. Oh my God, do we have workers? Pause. Do not do this anymore. We have workers. Done. Growth spurt sorted. Oh my, that happened very fast, didn't it? Jackrabbits, like I said. Okay, we're going to go and deliver these. That's going to get that oil rig up and running. Now, I do have this cargo port. I did build it, but we do not have another cargo ship. So we have not found another one. But when we do, it'll just slip itself right into this port, which is pretty nice. So we can prepare for that, because I'm going to have it doing coal, I think. Yeah, we're going to also get repairs going for this coal mine over here, too. We need that happening as well. So let's go over here and tell them to load the ship on that, too. So we're going to have coal being brought in over on this side. And so with that being said, we'll go ahead and have loose storages, loose modules. We'll start with just the two small ones. It's fine because we have the resources for it. And we want this to be for coal. All right. So coal comes in on this one. When we get another ship, that's going to be how that works. Now, one thing I don't know is, can we repurpose an existing cargo ship? What I mean by that is there a way for me to take this cargo ship and say, hey, I don't want you to be here anymore. I would actually like you to go here instead. And you can work with this one instead of this one. There doesn't seem to be a way, face value, surface value, whatever. It doesn't seem to be a way to do that, which is a little bit weird. Also, another thing that's a little bit weird. Why isn't this going anywhere? Waiting until there's enough cargo to pick up. There's just not enough wood. You know what? That's actually fine, though, because we'll use less fuel that way. And Well, we actually are down on storage, though, aren't we? How are we using this much wood? How is this happening? These are full, though. Yeah, and then here's our 3 materials, all making their way a long ways down here. Now, I have the ability now, at this point, to remove this belt. And if I so want to, I can create additional electronics. It doesn't look as though we need it, which is very nice. However, no, it just doesn't look like we need it. We're still researching, so yeah, no, we're good to go. We can upgrade that. No. I'm gonna leave it alone. So I think we're keeping up on stuff really well now, right? All the construction parts are consistently going into gold, except for our extra one, which is keeping us over here. And when we're full on this, we don't need any more, then we stop robbing the supply to get them. So I do like this arrangement, very much so. Oh, I also wanted to show you this. Over by the iron mine, if we take a look at the layers, so our storage here, if I move it down here instead, these storage units, I can get an extra layer of iron right here, and I can place a wall right down here. And I kind of like that idea. So if I was to go to here, let's say with a wall, right? Place the wall right here, and I get a nice, easy flow of resources right through here, along with our wood storage. And all I would have to do is basically just move this and the belt and make that happen. So I kind of like that idea. I'm going to take and have this marked out to here so I can reference it. And then mostly just setting it up for the long term, we'll go ahead and place a wall, retaining walls. And we're going to put this right on the edge of this spot, right? Where we're mining. Probably from here we can copy. And we're just going to have this long wall all the way over to here. All right. So if that's the case, I can tear this down. Since there's nothing in them anyway, this is the perfect time to do it. I can also bring this belt down. I'm getting like 80% of the resources back or something for this. Something close to that anyway. Yeah, we'll remove it all the way up to there. And I just noticed this earlier, and so now I want to get it done. I want to do it right. So we're going to take you and go right along the wall, I think. It doesn't need to be... Yeah, this isn't rocket science. And then we're going to leave a gap here, just in case another belt wants to go into this near side. Takes a while to break down, doesn't it? Sure does. Let's go and quick remove this with Unity real quick, just to get these out of here. Then what I want to do is, of course, new storages. So we'll take another unit storage, and we're going to place this right along. It's got to be right alongside the wall, right? So this unit storage buffer will be basically here. And instead of doing 3 little ones or whatever, we'll do 2 bigger or 3 big ones, and that will give us extra room. Or here's a thought. Here's a concept that works. A giant one. Why though? Why though? Never mind. I've taken that back. I guess the most important question in that scenario would be why not? We want a corner here, I think. Yeah. So this wall will end up being... I mean, I'll put a corner piece in, but I don't anticipate making a wall that direction. But if we need to, then I will. I'll put a corner piece in just in case I decide to. But that gives me the boundary line for where I want my storages to be. So now I know I know exactly that I can place it here, and everything will be A-okay. There we go, and there we go. Okay, there's our storages. They look a little bit better here, I think. All right, build that. Nope, not that. Well, I'm pretty sure that concrete wall is going to build now. That's fun. Then we'll go ahead and do that and get that delivered. This is already getting delivered with Unity. I'm pretty sure, yep, there's the wall. So it started building already. That's fine. I was going to let the trucks do it, but whatever. All right, let's get the layers out of the way. Then this belt can now go all the way across here and just plug in right there. Easy game, huh? So now when we go get wood again, it'll get dropped off over here. It's a little bit out there, but now we're at least setting a boundary line for iron. Iron is actually all the way out here if you dig deep down. So I do want to get some of that. What's next? Let's see. Well, it's leaving. Okay, so what's next is we do want to have this go the right direction, right? So let's go ahead and delete you. And then we'll have this flat conveyor go ahead and go this direction. I'll have to flip the direction on that. Toggle direction and toggle direction. There we go. And then you're going in like so. Cool. And then this flat conveyor can now go there. Okay, we'll deliver all of these, and now we're set up with wood again, but at least now we've moved it somewhere else. Wood, yeah. We don't need any imports or exports on these, that's for sure. And then now it's just about the trucks making that wall, which is super good. Maybe we can copy this segment a little bit, this little segment here. I'll just go a little bit further with this wall because we can. And we'll maybe make it stop here with the retaining wall corner piece being here. And we can go that way with it if we need to. There's actually no reason to do that. Yeah, no, never mind that. Belay that order. Honestly, I don't even need these. This can go too. Right from yeah, from right here actually. This isn't required. I just marked this too far out. But you can use these concrete resources for something else now. Yeah, and then we'll just not mark that. Okay, so this is prepping us for digging down with iron, right? There's a lot of iron down there, and I want to get as much of it as I can. So I'm going to get a single truck, maybe 2 trucks, on this loose storage dedicated to it. And the goal of these 2 trucks is going to be to deliver the iron scrap to all of these machines. And their job is just bringing iron scrap everywhere, right, in this little area. I've also added a fuel station over here, just so we have a truck that can go around and deliver fuel to these excavators a little bit faster. Okay, so all of that's set up now. We should start seeing recyclables maybe come in unless the trucks are taking care of it, which is a possibility. Biomass is full. That's sweet. We'll be using that over here for fertilizer later. But today, like I said before, I want to set up baking. Specifically, I want to make bread, okay? So here's how we're going to play this. We're going to need to amend the corn just a little bit. I'm going to bring it to about here. And you can see that there's a new pipe going through the middle of these farms, coming from here and directly heading this way. That's so we can support the bakery just a little bit better. And we're going to have baking and stuff happening over here. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to set up, we got the U-shaped conveyor, we know this. And corn takes the U-shape, but so does the wheat, all right? So what we want is we're now going to use the U-shaped sorter. We're going to slap that right there. And then the U-shaped conveyor can just continue on its way and go up to here. It can just do its thing from there, okay? So it's going to drop down. And again, I really wish I could use these sorters, pipe balancers, things like that. I want to use them in an elevated state. I wish they would mount to stands like this. But it is what it is. Actually, make this look just a little bit better. Yeah, why don't we just clean this up just a tad? This would look better, right? If we just kept it on the ground level and did that. There's no reason to raise it up and then bring it down. So, but anyway, we're going to use this. And we're going to select wheat to be the thing that's filtered, okay? So go ahead and deliver this. Get our corn back. And good to go. So the next thing, the bakery is going to end up being right over in this area. So I want to take a look at the food category. We've got the mill. And we got the baking unit. There's also a food processor now because we have meat stuff. So we could do chicken farms and process that meat. Get meat trimmings and things like that. We're just going to focus on bread now. not the chickens yet, because I think chickens are a big undertaking. They're actually quite difficult, as far as I can tell, to like upkeep them, because they can die, right? So we gotta make sure that we're super solid on food and animal feed before we can support chickens. So wheat gets turned into flour and animal feed. Okay. So what we're gonna do with the wheat is we're gonna have a loose storage situation. And the loose storage will go, I think it's going to go kind of like, maybe like this. Have 3 of them in this row like this. And then what will happen is the U-shaped conveyor will head this direction and go there. If there is wheat coming through this belt, it will get sent this direction instead. Okay? So we'll just make this to be a wheat thing. Okay. These will get built on their own time. So this will be how we store wheat. Now, in order to get the wheat growing, of course, we're going to need to flip some of this. And so I'm going to have wheat be the source that you're doing next time, right through here. So now we're going to be making half as much corn, which is important because we're making way too much corn as is. So, like, it's just waiting on this belt and we're not consuming it fast enough. So we're going to need to do that. We're going to get another food place. Let's go another 2 food places, because we're going to want to send the bread into there. And I think I'm also going to send, in addition to the bread, I think I'm also going to send corn there just because we have so much of it. So I think we'll start this by just going this direction. And, well, I can't send bread there, can I? Or I can't send corn there because they're both U-shapes. There's only one U-shape on each of these. So I can't do that just yet, I guess. Oh, well. There we go. Okay, so these should be growing wheat, hopefully. I want to see that happen. Let's just ping that right now. Okay, so now that we got the wheat tanks, I got this belt heading out this way. And we've also got the 2 baking units that are going in right here. Each of these baking units want 16 flour every 60 seconds. They also want 8 water. The water is going to be very easy. Of course, it's running through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get the mill. So 16 flour is made every 60 seconds from 16 wheat. So we're going to take this mill and we're going to put the mill here and here, I think. And maybe we'll go one away from the pipe just because I think it might look a little bit cleaner. It also lets me bring water in from this side directly like this. And if I raise it up to level 1 here, I can then go straight across wherever I need to go from where this stuff is. So here's what we're going to need to do. We need the flat conveyor is going to be where the flour goes. So the flat conveyor is going to go out and over and into there, I guess. And then we'll have this one go out, over, and into there, I guess. Okay. The water from this pipe can then feed into there and also out and into there. And then you're trapped. There you go. Okay. Now we just need this stuff delivered. So we'll go out that way, and then we'll also go out in this way. All right. So when wheat comes in, when we finally start growing it, kind of hoping it's easy to see the wheat as it gets kicked out of these fields. This one's growing wheat right now. You can definitely see the difference when it's growing, but actually we just got it. So we should start to see wheat pop out of this. Probably when all the corn is out of here. We definitely need to increase the number of markets we have. People are not eating fast enough. I know that's a problem. Like that's one of the thing where it's like that's a good problem to have, right? You have too much food. Oh, poor you. Poor baby, you have too much food. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. We also don't need that, so let's get rid of it. But again, it's going to come through here. So let's see if that works, right? Who wants the wheat just gets out of the way and lets the corn go. It just takes a while to get here. So we're going to have the wheat processed into flour, wheat processed into flour. And then you're going to get water and you're going to make bread. The bread is going to be on a flat conveyor. And I think the bread is going to have to go, well, looks like we're going to need another bridge, aren't we? Kinda, yeah. Let's get another medium bridge. And we'll keep it in line with this one. And we'll go maybe to here. Yeah. Or is that too weird with this? Maybe it's too weird with this. We can go further, like maybe over here. That's fine. We just need some place for this to go where it's not going to block traffic. So let's get the bread is going to come out, and it's going to come all the way over. No, I think it should just probably just start as soon as it can. And then it will maybe rise up from here. Should we keep it in line? I think we should keep it in line. In line with this other belt right here. Man, it's gonna block an entire opening then. I don't want to do that. I don't want to block the whole opening. So I'm gonna do this instead. Go on this side of it. And then that way I could lift it up from here. Whoops. Yeah, lift it up from here. There we go. And then it stays level 1 all the way over here like this. And then we dip it down from here. Okay, so this is now... And bread's coming in on a flat conveyor, which means we can actually serve corn and bread. Yes, we can. We can do that. Because we can do that, we should keep this low. Yeah, never mind. We can do that because it's the U-shaped belt. Perfect. Even more corn consumed by the masses. Sweet stuff. Right here we go. Underneath this, and just go like that and like that. And then the U-shaped belt comes over, and it's going to go like that and like that. Perfect. Corn and bread. That's what you serve here. Corn and bread. Corn and bread. That will help us cycle through the corn faster, which allows us to get the wheat in and process it faster. Because as long as that corn is sitting on the belt, we can't process wheat. Those two things are connected in that way. There we go. First run of wheat is now getting separated. You can definitely see the difference. There we go. Okay, so that's how that works. You can see that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's all directed in the right direction. Oh, super cool. All right, so we just use the same belts for that product, and then it comes out in waves too. It's all big sections. Very nice. Okay, so the bread comes in here. Look at this thing. My gosh, you know what this thing reminds me of? It's probably really stupid. You're gonna look at this and go, huh? It kind of reminds me of like, there's like some elements of here where it's like a radio. Other parts of this are like a camera, like an old film camera. But when I first saw this, I went, oh, it's like a toaster from Fallout. I don't know why my brain did that. It doesn't look anything like a toaster, but that's where I went with it. There's no going back now. Look at the modeling on this one. This is this little thing at the top spinning. Oh, it's like an actual mixing. Look at this. This thing moves. Yeah, I want to see it right there. Yeah. Just is that how it just kicks it out? There's a little bit here on the front too. Moving up and down. Oh, that's nifty. All right, we obviously need to connect this. So flat conveyor will go there to bring that over where it needs to go too. Let's recover both of these trucks since they're apparently lost. We don't have any concrete? No, are you kidding me? We blew through it? Really? Wow. Impressive. Okay. Cool. Finally using the concrete too. The other oil rig is done. We certainly don't need that many people on that one, so I'm gonna bring that down, and maybe we'll go in and get more on the sawmill instead. Let's go explore this location as well. You're trapped now. Oh, you know what? You're only trapped because you think you're allowed to deliver goods here, but you're really not. See, you're not allowed. And what I should do here, actually, instead of this, we should have a buffer, right, for bread. I mean, that's I keep forgetting to do that, and it's kind of weird that I do, but I just keep forgetting to do that. So let's get ourselves a buffer tank for bread too. And we'll put that kind of like, I guess, right here. Yeah, we'll slap it right there. Wait, this is for loose storage. Bread is on these unit storages. There we go. A big unit storage for bread. And you store that. Yep, there you go. Okay. And then we'll just get our flat conveyor once more and do that. Okay, then. Solved it. Great. Bakery set up. Everybody can rejoice and be happy that they can have bread. And of course, that is probably what they're going to be eating more of now. If they want vegetables and potatoes, they go here. If they want vegetables and corn, they can go here. And if they want more corn, but also bread, they can go over here. So lots of different food places. We have another pirate battle too. Take a look at my recycling. I want to see if it's we're kind of emptied out, right? Recycle bits kind of coming in slowly on this part. And then I don't see any here. The only thing I can think of is that the trucks keep taking it. I'm going to put it down to P10. And then with recycling up, I don't know if we need an extra one of these. I'm going to tear that down. It only matters if there's a buffer. You know, for biomass, let me just take a look at this really quick. Biomass, yeah, like we can't really use it for much right now. We can use it to make steam, so we could have some biomass mixed with water. We just basically just burn it like a coal boiler, except instead of coal, it's biomass, which is interesting. I think I'd rather make compost with it. And then we combine the compost with water to create organic fertilizer. So I was going to make fertilizer over here. It was. And now that we have sufficient water resources, again, looking really good, I think we can actually do that. Let me go ahead and upgrade this tank. Screw it. We'll upgrade both of them. Why not? And then I want to make, again, fertilizer over here. So I would take a mixer, and we would use the mixer with biomass to make compost. And then we could also use it with compost and water to make organic fertilizer. So mixer, we could do that right back here, just really close to the biomass, right? I can dig it. You'd have to come off of this pipe to get the water, but that's not a problem. Let's come back far enough to where we can add more things here. We'll say here, and then we'll flip this over like that and stick it there. And then we're bringing in the water like so. I don't think we need a big pipe for that, but we don't even need it for this. This doesn't require water. It literally is just input this. Yeah. All right, good. So I can actually make a few of these then. That's fine. They can be right up against each other like that. They don't need water. So we'll take, I think we'll add a few more of these just to get extra. Maybe not this many. We'll go with 3. And if we're gonna do the 3 here, we can move you over here, I suppose. So let's just have you right behind this. We'll process this into compost. And then we're gonna wanna have, yeah, I think a big loose storage for compost. Is that too obnoxious to have a really big one right here? And then we can send it over here to combine with for fertilizer. Is it too obnoxious to have a big one? Just a giant tank for fertilizer for compost? I just don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna need that, you know? I just don't. I don't think it's necessary. I think I'm good just having it right here. And we'll even just stack like a couple of tanks like this instead. I'm fine with that, I guess. And then the U-shape. Yeah, it comes out on U-shape belt, right? Compost does? Yeah. And we just bring this. Can I not go? Yeah, go straight this way. And hook up like that. Right? Should be good. Connect there and then connect there. Okay. All right. So when these are built, at least this one, We're out of parts now. I'm going too fast. But yeah, so biomass is a new thing. We're gonna start using it. And then let's see, I don't have any gold parts. That's the reason. I was gonna make vehicle parts today. I thought about it long and hard. I thought about it, and then I decided, nah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. How's the iron going here? Is it? Yeah, I think we should maybe upgrade this storage as well, because we'll probably want that iron to be upgraded. Wood is still coming in really steady. Whoops. Hey, camera. How you doing? Yeah, really steady, and these aren't full yet, so more power to the sawmill for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this shit back home. It's got people too, which is going to be great. Look at all the wood. Do we want to upgrade this soon? Maybe once we have parts. So we don't have those yet. But is it needed though? Not yet. I do want to help ease the stress on the coal grid by getting some burners. So we're gonna burn some of the wood too for coal, and it's that's why there's two sets of tanks. So there's a buffer tank here and buffer tanks here. It's so that this set of buffer tanks can always be filled up and used for this stuff, but then this set of buffer tanks is like for the rest of it. And so what I'm planning to do is I'm setting up some coal burners. I'll probably put like 4 or 5 of them right in here, and then this wood will just get redirected into there. The water from this can get redirected over to help out too. And then we end up with coal being exited out of this belt through this opening, and it will pop onto this belt, which will then provide this entire manufacturing system with coal. And it will do so at a rate so that it doesn't have to come quite as quickly from this side. This is U-shaped conveyor too. So I maybe jumped the gun on upgrading this conveyor because it's a lot faster than the other ones. But I only did that before I had the sawmill because I didn't know about what was going to happen with the sawmill. But now I clearly don't need level 2 on that. But we can see the coal, you know, it's moving through here. It's got to get all the way over into this area. And, you know, it does get packed in pretty tightly because these machines can't use it as fast as it's coming in. The molten iron can't be used as fast as it needs to. Is it the oxygen? No, it's just the process itself takes time. Yeah, and then of course steel is kind of getting backed up. I probably could upgrade that storage as well for steel. Let's upgrade the mechanical parts still. Let's just upgrade all of the storages. Like, we're gonna need them eventually anyway, right? I've already upgraded all of these. Oh, we also I wanted to point this out just in case anybody was still curious, because I haven't really given you a good look at the farm in a while. I absolutely have this belt on this farm. So many of you pointed out that I had forgotten that. I fixed it. I want to say it was 2 episodes ago I fixed this, but I just didn't bother to show you that I did it. I'll sometimes do that. There's things I'll forget and I'll fix them, and then you don't necessarily see that I fixed them, but it's done. It's over with. Sometimes that happens off camera. Like, for example, this. With the sour water. Right? It's already prioritized to go here. But I had forgotten to do that on video, and now it's already done. Oh boy. We are full on sulfur, so that means we're not processing the sour water very fast. Yeah, so this is another issue. And the issue is there's not really a whole lot of good uses for sulfur. If I ever find it. So we can use it to make acid, and that's pretty much it. So the only thing left to do is to use it to make slag. So I would need the limestone that's coming through here to kind of get redirected. And maybe I could do that. Maybe I could say it goes around here, up and over and across and down through this. You know, like I could route it to where there's an extra limestone tank here, and then that limestone could get fed into this, and we can process it into slag, which was used to increase our to make our island, right? So maybe that's the best course of action here. If I make another set of these, I can make 2 more sets of these, honestly. I do have the room to do so. That's just an awful lot of sulfur. It's also an awful lot of ammonia. But I think this sulfur supply, that needs to happen. Yeah. It does. It needs to happen. So let's get... maybe we'll come out of here and go around. Just so I don't have to, like, make a whole new tank. I think so. Let's get a giant limestone storage. I want an excuse to use this giant behemoth of a thing. I'm not gonna do that though. It's so obnoxiously large. And why? Why would anyone need it? Why is this even a thing? Do I have to put this right on the edge? We should actually see what am I going to be using for this? It's just a regular mixer. Okay, so we take like these 2 mixers and maybe we put them like this. You know, we produce the slag right here and then they use this to make that bridge that I want them to make, which actually slightly slants down. Okay, so this looks like this is a mind trick, right? Maybe it is. Visually, it kind of looks like this bridge is going downhill, but it isn't. It's the same elevation. 0.3 all the way over until the very end, and that's when it dips down right here. But at this point, it is still a 3. Yeah, maybe we'll just do it right here. We create slag with it. It's not that far away. We can access that water tank directly. I think it's probably better to just do it here. We could even, if we want to expand this, we just expand it again. I'll just do that. And then we'll take this U-shaped conveyor. I'm going to go out of this side and then raise up. Oh, no? You won't let me? Well, that's fine. You know, I didn't like you much anyway. We'll go this way with it. Gonna let me do this? No. Bad belt. There we go. And across. There we go. That's better. And then we can bring it down from there, hopefully. No. Height 0, height 1. Wow, you take forever to come down. Why? Why? You don't like me? I guess you don't. Okay. I mean, I guess I can do this. I didn't want to, but all right. Yeah, we'll go in like this, and then can you do it from here? That's good enough. Okay. So we'll split it after the storage tank. That way I don't have to create another storage tank for this specific purpose. You're going to take this with limestone and make slag. So now we need the limestone to be heading this way, right? So I want the limestone to do this, but only after you've delivered it here. So in that situation, we would want to bring this back. Yep, bring you back to here. We're going to put a U-shaped balancer here. Just slap it right there. Bring it out and go like that. That's fine. Deliver this, and then this is our priority. Whoa. It's not an in. It's not an in. It's an out. That's an out. Okay. Learn it. No, it still says in. Weird. It's not an in, though. It should not be weird that you're doing that. Toggle direction. Now you're an out. Okay. The belt is just deciding to... Whoa, 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 whoa. There. The belt's just deciding to start at that point. But now with this in, I can bring this around. And I'll bring it all the way over like this. Duck it underneath this. Then we bring it over here. We're going to lift it up to level 2. Like so. Yep. Then we can bring it around this side. This is so obnoxious. It's gonna work though. It does the job, and that's all it needs to do, man. We can even stack it. I'm not going to because I don't need to, but we could. Let's do this. We'll go straight across like this. And then we're going to, yeah, right about here. We'll duck underneath this one. I'm sorry. I just find this to be super obnoxious. Done. All right. And then loose storage will be here for limestone. So we'll say, I guess just one. Maybe we just put one of them right here. I think it could just go right up there. Yeah, and then we'll bring it all the way across like this, and it goes here. All right. So there's our limestone. How ridiculous is that? Yeah, but again, we have the priority here, so it will always go to cement before it goes out to be made into slag. Which is, you know, at least that's pretty encouraging. I'm going to need more sulfur processing. I don't think I can survive without it, so I'm going to get 2 more of these things. Well, survive. I can definitely survive, but what I can't do is... I can't do it well. I can't do this right, okay? I'm going to get a medium bridge. Medium bridge. This one. Yeah. Give me a medium bridge to go right here. I'm thinking just like this. Medium bridge here. Okay. That will get rushed as it needs to be. You're going to be a limestone. Although I don't really need to tell you that you're going to be limestone, because the moment the limestone hits, you'll become a limestone. So we're going to have you go this direction. And the problem we're going to run into here is that this belt is too close. Yeah, it's still too close. Thankfully, the good news is I can cut all of this and just move it up. So we'll move it to like here instead. Like this? Yeah, like this. Just move it forward. And so now these can just go that way. This can just go, well, yeah, it's already, this is as low as we can make it go, so. Collision with terrain. All right, sure, yeah, no problem. 'Cause that was, yeah, I totally saw that coming, definitely. So we'll do it here. That's fine. And then right from here, same thing, straight forward, and then right here, straight forward there. All right, and then this limestone goes underneath. We'll come out this side. Yeah. We'll raise it up to height 1. And we'll come all the way over like so. You'll go that way. Then you'll come from height 1. You go in there. Go in there. And go in there. So we'll now use our limestone, but only the excess limestone. But we will use it to create slag, which will help us get rid of the sulfur a little bit more reliably as well, which is a very good thing. I don't know if I need an extra flare. This is half full. I don't think I do. I think I can probably route it through the same flare. See how that works. All right, so sulfur once again goes, no, we needed to go around actually. So we're gonna take it. You know, honestly, I'll just bring it over like this. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. And then like so. Is this the right direction? Is the belt going the right way? I can't tell. I came from the wrong side. I came from this side, so I think it's probably going the wrong direction. Let me toggle it. You had enough resources. What happened? Are you telling me if I toggle the direction, you lose the resources, or what? I could have swore that I was already building that with Unity. All right, toggle direction. There it goes. It needs to go that way. Okay, so that's the sulfur. It goes out. Goodbye. The steam. Gonna do the same thing. We're gonna route the sour water is already coming out this way, so we will continue this journey this direction, like so. And then our steam can also head this direction, up high. That's good. And then drop it down from there and then there. And then it goes like that. Okay. Unity all of that if possible. I believe that gives us all the resources that you require. Sour water is being brought in anyway, so couldn't Unity do that? Really? Again, I could have swore I clicked these. I just clicked and dragged, right? Like that's what I did. There's the processing. Okay. The final bit here then is getting that ammonia to do what we need it to do. And I think I want to just route this. I think I'll just route it around and stick it into this side here. You know what? Whatever. It's a tiny flare, right? Like, shouldn't fight this. It should be. It's a very easy thing. Just bring it back, and then in, and then in. There, all done. Everything except the water, I suppose. The water still needs to be routed, but I think that's fairly easy to do. Do a single pipe, and the router is initially the water is already going through here, so we just connect it here like that, and then you are going to go up and connect like this, and then at that point, since we have this much water potentially moving through this pipe, I think it's probably a decent idea to make that a level 2. That way the water can kind of move from all 4 of these and get into that tank a lot faster. That tank is full, by the way, which is kind of nice because it means that this side is being provided with a ton of water. So we have even more capacity for water over here. And so I'm kind of feeling like, you know, we could add another one of these. Just add another assortment here. Why don't we add another town? Let's add 2 towns. Why not? But then I can do this. We can add even more water on this side. Just give the people more, okay? Just give the people more. This can now get upgraded because it's gonna feed 3 of them. And now we'll provide even more water on this side of town, which just takes the stress off this side even more. How's the bread looking? Pretty good, at least on that one anyway. That one's pretty full. I could probably do another one. I think we do another one because we can afford it. Drop it down low like that. And then this conveyor can go like so. There we go. And then your settings should be the same as this one. We've got 3 on each. Looking pretty badass. And I'm not seeing a lot of bread being processed, to be honest. I think there's just a lot of corn coming this way. We could add another field. And to do that, I would want to move my limestone storages. And so I think I am going to use this as my excuse. This is it. This is the time, guys. Of all the usages we could have had, this is the one right here. Giant limestone storage. Let's make sure we're not interfering with the supply. Yep. Loose storage right here. Limestone. Right there. Is that going to be in the way of a field, though? Maybe? No. I'll move it back a little bit further. There. Okay. We build it with Unity. And we say that this is our limestone storage. And then we destroy these. And we destroy this. No, not the whole thing. No, not the whole thing. Just one small segment, please. Nope. Don't do it. Right there. Yep. Just destroy that part. Okay. And then we tell the trucks to take this out and put this in. Let's go. Oh, it'll take forever to fill this 2,100 units of limestone. You guys are going to have to be busy. You're going to have to do this. There goes the trucks. It's like a little, yep, like a little truck army coming over here to clear it. I almost don't want to build this this belt yet. No? Because if I build the belt, then they're not going to be able to, well, I guess they could go around though. Look at this thing, man. I mean, they might get it to be like maybe half full. I mean, this is only 360. These are built 180. So like all three of these tanks are less than a quarter what this thing can hold. Right? Did I say that math right? No, it's a little over a quarter what this thing can hold. It's still a lot. There's a lot going on here on this. Let's just do that. There we go. We'll build that and start continuing our supply of limestone where it needs to be. Yeah. So over time, they'll deconstruct these. There we go. That one's gone. Remove it. And this one's almost empty. Only 20 left. Here it goes. Oh, we finally did it. I got it. All right, then I can take this field and we'll copy it to here. Boom. Like that. And then I just need to route the water from here. Oh, it's going to need to be a little bit like this. Yeah, water supply from here, please. No? Can I have it? Can you snap? Please snap. Come on. You got this. There you go. Weird. Yeah, all the way over like this, and then we'll go down from here. Okay. That expands our water system into new fields. And then this field will be the same settings as this field. So we'll have corn and wheat here. I think honestly we just do straight wheat. So we can have more bread. We'll just do only wheat on this back one here. And then we need the U-shaped conveyor. Come up to level 1. And it will connect over here. Like so. That's it. Field connected. Farmers will have a heyday with it. See what I did there? It's a heyday. No, it's a dad joke. Just go with it. Just you're supposed to laugh. Haha. All right, good. So limestone done. It's going to get delivered and sent through, and everyone can be awesomely happy. We'll have another field here once this area here is somewhat more filled in, but I don't believe a field will fit here yet because it's still red in that area. So I need to dig it down to 2 like it is, and then I need to fill it into 3. And so what I'm going to do with this is I need to tell them that they are only allowed to drop dirt in this area. I need to redraw the area to be here like that. And then since they're only allowed to do dirt here, it looks like maybe out to about here is where that field is going to be. I can go a little bit extra. But now what I want to do is switch to the dumping tool and make sure that all of this is filled into 3. And the hope is on that, of course, right, is that with them filling in that little extra layer of dirt, I can add one more field right here. And the dirt's right here, so they just need to bring it from there and dump it here. So I think I'll go ahead and tell them to keep this empty. And I'll maybe add a couple of trucks to it just to speed up the process. These guys are very confused. They don't know where to put the sand anymore. And they could put it anywhere on the map. You know, they really could. But because I have this tank designated, this is where they only want to do it. So I'm going to take that away. And so now that they don't have a tank that's designated for it, they will now choose to dump it where they can. That'll give them a bit more freedom to dump it. And you can see we're mostly dumping sand here, but this is my bridge. Takes me from there to there. Because I'm going to have a lot of stuff through here, and I don't want to have this be the only way. I'd like to have a nice straighter shot through here. We could actually do a pipe through here. We could incorporate a pipe. It wouldn't be hard to do, actually. The only thing we'd have to do to make that a thing is we need to take down the level. So if I wanted to incorporate a pipe through here, I would just go ahead and do something like, let's say something like this. Do we want this to be 3? All right, I got an idea. Let's do it like this. We're gonna have 3 through here. But we'll say that this side, we fill it to 2. Or sorry, to 1. We're going to fill from here. We'll get filled to 1. Now that's going to be hard for them to reach initially, but that's okay. They'll figure it out. Yeah, it looks like I got to go away from it, which is odd, but all right. Okay, and then we'll say we want the ramp tool here. Oh, you're not going to let me do it? You're not going to let me do it, because why would you? Would make too much sense. There you go. And then give me the 1. Nope. I need the ramp tool to here. That's 1. And then you're going to be positive 1. Hi. Yep. No, not the ramp. Oh, you're being tricky with me, aren't you? It gets really finicky when you're really close to some other zone. There. All right, and then I can erase this. Yep, right there. All the way down like this. And then on this side, we got to do the same thing. So we need to create a ramp. We'll go positive 3 first here. Then we make a ramp down to -1, and we do that over there like that. Positive 1, sorry. And then we fill that in, and then we erase this. Okay, so now what they'll hopefully do is make a depressed part of this when they're dumping. Okay, and that's going to take a long time. It's such a long time. And to be honest, just to make this happen a bit more fluidly with cars not getting stuck and stuff, I think what I'll end up doing is just going ahead with this anyway. So I'll allow them to dump it from here too. All right, good. So with this being depressed down, we can place the pipe that we want right alongside here and get that pipe to run all the way across. And then this will be a way for me to send oil to the other side of the island, or, you know, back. It gives me flexibility to send water. So if I'm making too much water over here somehow, I could send it over here to help reinforce this. There's ideas here that I could work with a pipe that goes alongside here. And an underground pipe right through here would be a pretty ideal thing to do too. But in this case, I don't have to dig. They're going to be dumping anyway. And so I'll just have them dump a little less, and then, you know, we'll bury it from there. So I think that'll work better. Okay, what are you guys doing? Hang on. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's not do that, huh? Let's decide collectively as a group to not do that, okay? All the things that you're trying to do, let's not do it. Because I want the trucks to dump here, okay? I don't want you digging it up after we've dumped it. That's defeats the purpose, okay? Right, we want to do the imports there too, probably. Wow, they dumped all of it already. It's not enough to farm there yet, but they dumped it all already. Cool. Okay, well, I think that is good for today, right? I think we did everything we set out to do, right? Do anything we set our minds to. That's what my daddy says. And wouldn't you know it, we set our mind to making bread today, and we did. We set our mind to exploration, and we did only a little bit. We took out some pirates, I guess. I probably should go continue to take out pirates. So I will go and do that. I will battle it again. And you can see that we're completely out of corn now. That happened. Also, light on potatoes now. And vegetables. Hey! Ooh, that was a quick one, wasn't it? Look what happened. Oh, you guys are done too. I should probably start doing this. You know what? Here, we'll hook this up because I should have done this already. We'll get the biomass starting to process, right? And maybe we could just hold on. I think instead of doing this, we'll get a balancer on this. Can we have that? Can that be a thing, or is it too close? It's a U shape, right? Yeah. I think it's too close. Yeah, they're too close for balancers. That's fine. One a piece. I'm all right with it. One there, and one there. Okay, good. And we'll get this delivered. We'll start making the biomass stuff. We're gonna get fertilizer going. That'll help with yields. more than just creating another farm. That'll help with yields a little bit more too. And we will, yeah, that's it. We'll see you from there. So our formula is biomass to compost. Biomass to compost. There you go. Make me compost and put it into here so we can make fertilizer right over here. All right, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I can speak. Maybe it doesn't matter if I can speak. The video is over, okay? Just like stalling. I know you guys like the long ones. All right, take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.